Hey guys, how's it going? It's John Trefry, filmmaker and founder of 4WT Media here. Just wanted to share some of the insights I've found and tips for getting your short film into top tier film festivals. This has been huge for my own career, and I'm a really big fan of other filmmakers like Ryan Johnson or Ryan Coogler or Chloe Zhao, Damien Chazelle. I mean, the list of filmmakers who've broken out through their short films is really long, and I count myself as one of those. After I got my short film Souls of Totality into Tribeca in 2018, my career totally changed. I mean, doors open that I never thought would be available to me. I was able to get access to A-list actors, be able to raise money for my projects. I was able to get representation, and all of that was really, I think, in a huge way, opened up to me because of the infrastructure around Tribeca and other film festivals that then I was able to get into after that. I've since gone on to have two more films at Tribeca. I've had two films at South by. I've been at Palm Springs Short Fest 5 times. I was most recently at HollyShorts for the 7th time for the premiere of my latest short film. And I'm just such a believer in the resources and opportunities that film festivals provide for short filmmakers. The industry still is using film festivals as a way to source talent and find emerging directors, writers, producers, filmmakers of all kinds that have something to say, that have a fresh voice, have a fresh perspective. And film festivals invest millions of dollars into their marketing, their PR, getting the word out and creating buzz and raising awareness for what they're doing. And we as filmmakers can tap into that. And so I've been able to do that in my career. And I wanted to share just a couple of things that I've learned um, for other filmmakers. You may be creating a short for the first time. Maybe you're a veteran short filmmaker. It doesn't really matter where you are in your career. I mean, I think you can benefit from always sharpening your sword and continuing to learn. That's why I wanted to just share a few things that have helped me. Um, One that I find that I've certainly avoided doing, and I wanted to just dispel the myths around, is waiting before your film is totally completed to submit to a festival. And this is very common with fall deadlines, like Sundance just happened for the regular deadline for short films, and then soon after, later in the fall, we'll have the South by and Tribeca deadlines. And depending on when you finish your short film, you may not be ready to actually submit a picture locked, fully finished film by the time of that deadline. That's certainly been the case in my experience, and I've actually foregone festivals because of that. And I'm here to tell you from experience, you don't need to do that. You can absolutely submit your film before it's completed. And there are just a couple of things that I've learned about how to do that really in an elevated way and be, able to navigate the process. The first is to make sure to use a video hosting platform that will allow you to upload a new video file while retaining the same URL. It's a little technical, but just let's break it down. Unfortunately, to my knowledge, YouTube, as much as I love this, platform, you're unable to keep the same URL for a video file if you change it, and you can't replace a video file and keep that same URL. But the good news is that you can do that with Vimeo, and you can do it. It's absolutely free to use. So with a free Vimeo account, you can upload your short to the platform, submit it, on Film Freeway, or in the case of South by, they have their own submission platform. And then once your film is finished and you've actually completed your film, then you can upload the final file to that same URL. And the reason why that's important is because once you submit to festival programmers and it's in their internal system to be reviewed, you can't take it back. You can't follow up and say, hey, I've got a new, cut for you to review. And furthermore, you actually don't want to really do that anyway. You want to just quietly submit. And you know, another thing to note about doing this, if you do decide to go ahead and submit before your film is completed, I recommend to call out your unfinished elements in either the video description, and that might be like temp score, um, sound mix, color, VFX, whatever, or actually on screen with text on screen. I've done this in the case of film How to Be Alone, which premiered at South by. We had VFX shots that were not completed by the time we actually submitted. So we just had some text on screen where those VFX shots were, so that if a programmer was viewing the film, that they would know that, oh, this wasn't a mistake. These filmmakers are not trying to do some bootleg half-baked thing here. It's actually intentional, and they're just working on this element of the film. And you can absolutely do that. This is commonly done in features, and I think a lot of short films just don't know that. A best practice, I think, is not to wait more than like 1 to 2 months after you submit to upload your finished film. But it really just depends on, you know, when the deadline is, and when the festival is. This is different for each festival. And honestly, we don't really know when a programmer or programming team is going to be reviewing our films at all. So the sooner that you can submit and upload your finished film, the better. But you know, at the end of the day, I find that this is just one tool in the tool set to be able to really improve our chances as short filmmakers to get into top festivals. And when we're talking about festivals like Sundance, you know, they're getting over 10,000 submissions for short films alone every year. So we want to give ourselves every advantage possible. And I'm a big believer in just sharing my knowledge, what I've found to work in my career, and what I've learned from other filmmakers. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. But I'd love to hear, you know, if you have challenges that you're dealing with in, you know, film festival submissions and getting your shorts into festivals, drop a comment. I'm really interested to hear from other filmmakers, and I'll just also just continue to learn myself. And I'm also really excited to say that I'm partnering with the folks at Argo Media to be sharing more of my learnings and proven tactics that I found that really work to get short films into top tier film festivals. So be sure to follow Argo Media on Instagram, and you can keep an eye out for what we're going to be releasing. But in the meantime, drop a comment in the comments, and let me know what are some of the challenges that you've experienced as a short filmmaker getting into festivals. And be sure to stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing more of these tips of what I've learned as a short filmmaker, and how getting into top tier festivals has really changed my career. It can certainly do the same for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.